And welcome back. So, now that we've taken our break, let's go ahead and jump right into it as soon as they shut up. So, welcome back from the break, everyone.
What's left?
Give it to me.
I did.
Give it to me.
I'm glad you all can make it here today.
Stop it.
Ooh, that nice seducing voice. I like it.
Raka.
Stop it. It sounds like one of those guys at a funeral, like an
Raka,
epilogue.
I have a very important task I need you to complete for me.
If you say it's with costume, I'm going to die.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Make it, boy. Make it, boy. Live or die. Ooh.
Raka. It is... That is extremely awkward. Because my internet just went down. And, they're gonna be wondering what the hell just happened. Alright, let's refresh the page. Let's see how we do. Did we make it back? And we did. Congratulations.
Thing that has happened in the entire history of the world.
Or the greatest thing that's ever happened.
So,
this is pretty. Oh god.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Shut
Are
up.
you sorry?
Apparently my internet decided we needed some more dramatic tension.
Uh-huh.
More so than I had initially anticipated for this exact moment in time.
Oh, no, wait. It's actually 11, if that makes a difference. I know.
It does, actually. It does. The difference between 10 and 11 is 1 point, so it does make a difference.
Son of a bitch, just tell
Being
me.
snarky at a time like this, really?
Raka, it is possibly the slimiest, nastiest thing that's ever gone down your gullet. And you feel it. Like, you feel it go all the way down and just hit your gut.
Oh god.
It has no taste, no odor, none of that. You manage to not retch it back up.
Oh.
So what do you do?
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
What?
I'm fine.
Oh, thank God.
Like I'm dying. And then
Wait. Okay, is anybody talking?
yeah, me.
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh.
back?
I'm gonna awkwardly open my Coke can again to see if you guys hear that.
I'm not sure if I can only hear certain people or what.
We're all talking, so...
Yeah, you fat cow.
Jericho, you might want to refresh again, buddy. So
I don't
Raka,
even think he can hear you.
you don't die, didn't burn you. What do you do with that information?
I feel fine. That was disgusting, but I feel fine.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
the door to downstairs is unlocked.
I do
Are
believe
you like our human key now?
Pour me another shot to go, and we'll figure it out.
We just hold you near the door.
No, I gotta walk around like Ron White, just with the little shot glass carried around all the time.
They threw
Sorry,
me
I have to reload
out of the
again.
bar
No, it's fine, Jericho.
into public.
So yeah, so what are you guys gonna do? Raka isn't dead from his
Yeah.
streak.
To
I
the
think
door.
our next destination is the door to the basement.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the door to the basement.
Oh, there's up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
Yeah.
that? I don't,
So Ari and Morello, you guys explored. Like, would you like?
Yeah,
to
we went
relay
over there.
that there doesn't appear to be anything too
Fine.
crazy, but there are stars to go up. There's stars.
I got an idea. Pour me another shot, real quick.
Why?
We can check somebody else. If we know this is the right one, I won't die till the third sip. But we can check immediately without going downstairs if I take the second step and the way up unlocks. Is the way up locked?
It does appear that there's a door similar
Can I
to
try
the
to
other
open
ones
it?
you've seen. Sure.
Alright, does it look like there might be a keystone lock?
That's what I'm looking for. I just
Yeah.
made it up there.
Knowing what you're looking for, Ari, you do a search of the area. It doesn't appear like there is one here.
Try to push open the door real quick.
Nope, that same psionic barrier blocks your
All
path.
right. I downed another shot.
No, you don't. I
God.
prevent him from downing another shot.
Yeah.
He never gave it to you.
Yeah, I don't think
I
Milo
will
actually poured that one.
throw fireballs at you if you try and take another shot.
No, Mr.
So
Wood,
yeah,
trust.
so just so Jericho can be caught up, Raka's plan here is he's going to take a second shot, go check upstairs, and then somebody else take one shot and go downstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
I am not allowing that to happen.
All
Why
right.
not?
Because we
Yes.
don't know much about this psionic magic, and we don't know if these sips are entirely one person or if two people taking sips counts as two for the purposes of the magic.
Fine.
I'm
Oh,
just
that's
not
an
taking
interesting-
any
Let-
chances.
Let's go downstairs then. I go all the way downstairs.
Okay. Do you bring your mixing beaker and shot glass, Milo, or do you leave it up here?
Are we all headed down?
I take it with me.
Okay, cool. So you grab that. So it's like carrying a pretty significantly heavy weapon. Like there's enough in here ostensibly for you all to take as many shots as you want, but at least for you all to take 2, right?
Sure.
So back down to the first level we go.
Whoa.
All right. I walk up to the door.
Cool. So you walk up to the door, Raka, and what do you do with the door?
I push it open.
You touch the door, and similar to how you entered the tower, you are on the other side.
Oh, sweet. I go downstairs.
Oh god.
So you go downstairs. What do the rest of you do?
Okay.
I touched the door. so
I
you
assume
get-
nothing happens
Yeah.
when you touch the door.
Yeah, nothing happens when you touch the door.
Great.
Okay.
Milo.
Well,
Perhaps.
who's Raka's buddy?
Me. Give me a shot.
I start giving. I guess I then start giving shots to everyone.
Okay, so you just start dishing them out.
Bartender
Milo
Milo.
the bartender. Okay. So Jericho, you take a shot, go down.
Mhm.
Everybody takes a shot then, and heads
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Make Constitution saving throws.
So,
Do it.
no. I mean, if you retch it up, you could just take another one. You guys, you guessed the order correctly. Therefore, you will not die immediately.
Hi. I'm not dying immediately.
Oh, immediately! Were!
Guys, we're never leaving this tower alive. It's fine.
Some of us might.
So I'm downstairs first.
Yes.
Milo has invisibility prepared.
Yes, but if everyone else dies, Milo has no more food and water.
Hey,
Truth.
I
Well,
can just
he's got
steal
enough
all
food
your
and water
rations.
for
Yeah.
however many 5 people.
He does have a. Yeah, you're right. No, his supply essentially is multiplied by 5 when that happens.
So
Yeah.
five is
So yeah. So
There's
Raka,
also-
you get a few minutes in the basement to explore. Just a few
Where am I?
momentary minutes in the basement.
Light.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty please.
Indeed. While you
With
ask
sugar and
for it, I should
cherries
just give
all
it
on
to
top.
everybody. 40, 20. Oh wait, I need to make sure everybody can see that. All players see.
Oh.
Alright, Jericho. Alright, you get to about right, keep going a little bit, Raka. Yeah, about right there, Raka. And then everybody else comes down.
Okay.
I would assume.
Wom.
Can I keep moving?
In just a second. Let me give everybody light first, and then yeah, you can keep moving.
Okay.
You have a torch. And
Torches are handy.
you have light on your weapon.
Yeah, I
40,
just
20.
didn't want to take any chances with
So you guys are exploring?
shots.
Open.
Raka.
Quick question. Hang on. Just curious.
Mhm.
When Milo came through the door, did he bring the alchemy supplies with him?
I've still got them.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay.
They seem to come with you since you were carrying them.
Okay.
Open.
So, everybody, when you're right here, get to roll me a perception check, and I'll open that door for you, Raka. So go ahead and stop moving for a second and roll me a perception check.
Me? Or them?
Everybody.
Damn. Mine's a disadvantage, so.
So, Mirella and Ari, you guys remember those sounds I told you were hearing last night during your watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you progress through here, they're kind of coming to light. And Jericho, I haven't given you a sound yet. So Jericho, I think that it's almost the light sound of somebody tuning, like a pan flute. So it's just like.
Okay.
What's in here?
But again, when you listen like more intently, there's nothing in there. I'm explaining stuff, Rocco. I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, sorry.
It's just like that. And then when like you listen intently to like catch the tune or whatever, you just can't hear it anymore. And then as you like are rounding around boxes, you hear it like coming. Like it's almost like it's like somebody behind you is doing it, and then you turn around to look at them, and you can't see them anymore, and it stops. It's kind of that like kind of hair prickly sensation.
Anybody else hear that?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
Right, yeah.
Like a flute sound?
Yeah, flute, that's it. I've been trying to figure out what it sounds like.
What are you guys talking about?
So I'm looking around in here.
Raka, it seems pretty just like a storage room. The barrel in the corner there looks broken. There looks like there was maybe liquid. There's like a liquid stain around the outside of it, but it's long since dried up. It just leaves a stain and kind of like the marble flooring. And these crates back here appear to not hold anything of interest. You guys can continue exploring, by the way.
Alright.
Yeah, so I see these doors.
Yeah.
Next to us, right?
Yep, those are doors.
Do they look locked?
I mean, can you
they
tell?
look
Can you tell if doors are mechanically locked? Like, I guess if you look at the deadbolt, you don't see one in particular.
Can
Yeah.
I open this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I try
You guys-
opening.
So do you guys have the? Hold on, everybody, stop for 1 second while I do this. So do you guys have that moment where like you look at each other and like you nod and then you both open the door at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you crack open the doors.
Jericho calls out to Raka, "We're trying to stick together today, right?
What?
Raka, we're trying to stick together. We don't want to get split up in this tower."
So Marilla, you see
Hi.
another like storage area in here, and Marcus, you see that there looks like a tiny little like living quarter area, with this bed that looks, it's obviously covered in dust, and the sheets are all probably, if you picked them up they'd be just destroyed essentially.
All right.
And so let's see. What is everybody else doing? Like, what are you all? Ari, are you opening that door? Okay, cool. Open that door.
Oh, that's lame.
This door.
Will you tell me if there's like anything of significance when I look in here?
Not that. Yeah, I will tell you if there's anything of significance. It's mainly just exploration phase at this point.
Did you say we already looked inside the barrels? Where did they store them down here?
So some of the barrels. So these larger barrels, you see, the ones that actually block vision, in here. And oh wait, I'm on the wrong. Hold on, let me go to the token tab. This barrel right here and this barrel right here, they actually like block vision because they're so large. They are closed and appear sealed.
Are there any markings or anything on them?
No, I don't think there are.
Huh.
That's a wall, Raka. That's a wall.
Oh. Holy Raka. Open.
Unintentionally, flawlessly in character. I knock on the side to see if it sounds hollow or if there's something inside.
You knock? Okay. Yeah. So I think that when you knock on it, it sounds hollow. And I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Saving? Jeez. Roll to save against barrel echoes.
Barrel madness.
Oh god, not barrel madness. Jerry had that. He was never the same again.
Okay. So I think
balls.
that you can play this however you want to play it, Jericho, but I expect you to play it sufficiently that a 6 would give you. So you knock on the barrel and it sounds hollow and you're like, huh, and then you hear
Back from the other side?
Yep.
There's something in there.
Awesome. Open it.
Whoa.
So there's no like thing to open.
I bust it with my maul.
Raka, that whatever's in there might not be friendly.
Busting it.
Or I suppose it did not.
Busting
it.
So, everybody go ahead and stop where you are right now.
Woo!
So,
Alright, but before I hit it, I yell, "Get away from this side!"
right, yeah,
I
yeah.
think
So
it's a
Jericho,
large one
you
over
probably
here.
backed up a few paces, right? You're like here,
Yeah.
like jump back. So Raka runs up here to hit it, right? I think that's where we're all at, basically. Okay, cool.
That's right.
Awesome. So Raka, you pull out your mallet and you just smash, and it opens, and then everyone is deafened by the next noise that comes out. It's just as wind escapes the barrel and just blows backwards. Raka, actually make me a strength saving throw. At disadvantage, I think, because you're unexpected. Okay, I think you still got it. Probably. No, I don't think a 10 is strong enough. So Raka, I think you actually get like knocked on your butt by the just explosiveness of this wind. Considered prone, I guess.
Okay.
And it just blows out. Morella and Ari, you guys can't see what's going on. The three of you behind it, you're like looking, and like you have to like hold up your hands to like block the wind that's just swirling. You notice like the boxes and stuff, they start to swirl around. They start to actually be moved and are moving with this. And then in the middle of the room appears a figure.
We might want to get out of here and wait. Well, I suppose I would have to shout this over the wind, but
Yeah, it'd be like two people immediately next to you would hear you probably.
yeah. We may want to get out of this room until this calms down.
Yeah, it's just completely blowing all over the place. So,
So,
let's go into the basement here. Let's see. Boop. Cool. Awesome. And I think that... Oh, wait. I changed layers. I didn't move it to the correct layer. My bay.
That's right, your bay.
Alright, cool. And then I think that you see this figure appear in front of you.
Oh, it's the hot lady.
Is it?
It is.
No.
It is that same figure that you saw before. She's
Yeah.
got those kind of blackened
Good.
wings. The smoke starts to fill up, and it's kind of swirling around in almost this like tornado fashion. And you notice the barrels are like starting to loosen themselves, and the boxes are starting to loosen themselves. Of course, the first person she sees is Marcus.
of course.
And I think that we need to roll initiative at this point.
Okay.
Oh,
All of
hold
us?
on. Don't roll initiative.
Fuck.
Okay, I'll let you keep that 22. I gotta remove the turns. Okay. Alright, Morella.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Can
roll and
you
I'll just do the
populate
turns,
Hedwig then?
I think you could just right click on my token and then add turn.
Oh, boy, I guess I can.
God,
you
why
can
do I
roll again
always
and just
suck
change
at
it yourself.
initiative?
Guess I
So,
can.
yeah. Can I
Do you
get
not-
Hedwig in, please?
Do you not have Hedwig? Oh, my bad. Oh, I think she was dead when I copied all these tokens over. I think that's what happened.
Thanks.
Big
usually
serious. Why?
Usually I just go to the very last thing you guys fought or whatever, and I just copy paste because all the tokens are linked to your
Yeah.
character sheets and stuff. Holy shit, Jericho! Good God Almighty, this bitch is gonna have no chance at going first. Cool. So
We'll see about that.
NPCs, this girl. Let's go ahead and
Amazing.
character sheet. And
Uh,
I don't think
Jeez, I can't wait for level 7.
Okay.
We just leveled up like 2 sessions ago.
No, I'm just so tired. I don't know why. I have horrible luck when it comes to initiative.
yeah, he wants advantage.
Right. Fair enough.
Alright, and I need some HP. That's quite a bit of HP, and I need some armor. Cool. Save changes. So, actually, nah, it's fine. I don't think I'll give her a surprise round. There was some build up to her entry.
Woo!
So she's gonna roll. Well, she's gonna click on her token first, and then she's gonna roll, because that's how we play this game. Cool. Yeah, you guys are good. Descending. So, Jericho, Marilla, Ari will go first, and then everybody else, and then her, and then everybody else gets to go. So, Jericho, you are the quickest to react to this figure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
You got spooked, did it?
Oopsies. She's like, and as she comes out, she's looking at Marcus, and you can tell, like, she's starting, like, you can tell the wind starts to howl a little bit stronger, and like the her clouds are getting her shadows that are like following her around are getting more and more like corporeal. So what do you do?
Jericho is sufficiently freaked about her and that he's not being is the best thing they should go for. Like, maybe it's an option, but maybe it's not the preferred option. So I'm thinking I might try to... What does she look like she's feeling or thinking right now, if anything? Does she expressing anything?
I'll just remind everybody what she looks like. So y'all can have that up, just in your minds.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still holding the bird?
The bird doesn't exist. It's actually not a bird. It's actually just shadows that kind of like land on her arm. It's just basically a shadow creature.
I was talking about the dead bird she's holding.
But no, I know, and I just explained to you what it actually is.
Oh.
The dead bird. I see what you mean. I didn't actually notice that that was actually there. So no, she doesn't have a dead bird in her hand. So I think that she, like, you see her, like, she comes out and she kind of looks like almost like you've woken somebody up from a sleep, like a nap. And like maybe she actually looks at Raka first, who's on the ground, and she kind of like cocks her head sideways, kind of like curiously.
I wait.
But then obviously the next person she sees is Marcus. And you can see, like, her brow starts to furrow, and she kind of like pulls her lips back in kind of a snarl. She looks aggressive.
Right. Okay. Jericho
But
stuffs his hands.
obviously at a specific person.
Yeah. So Jericho will grab the keystone out of his pocket, hold it up to present it, and step in between her and Marcus and just shout to her, "We mean you no harm."
Okay.
Does she react?
I think that, yeah, she looks at, like, her eyes are, like, singularly focused on Marcus. And as you, like, you hold up the keystone, and you look at her and you shout that, and she kind of looks at you, and her eyes kind of narrow a little bit, and she does that, like, side head cock thing that kind of like a dog does when they're, like, confused about something. And then you see her look at the stone, and she looks less hostile now, but she doesn't look like she's about to attack anymore. She seems curious.
Good. That's good. Can you talk?
I think that she said, I think she does talk, actually. I think she says, clearly in a language you do not understand.
Do I understand it?
Nope.
Just checking.
All right.
Understand.
Round 1, comprehend languages.
Sure, absolutely. So yeah, so I think that you ask the question again, and she goes, "Yes, I can speak."
We did not mean to damage that. I thought there was somebody trapped inside that barrel. We're really not here to harm anybody.
She kind of like
or anyone.
So like, you can tell that like she understands the words that you're saying, but it's almost like somebody had been removed from society for millennia and then attempted to be like reintegrated. So like she understands the words, but using them like in it's almost like slang, right? Or like you're like, okay, I understand about half of those words, and none of them seem to mean what you think they mean. So
Okay.
Fair enough.
I just want to say one thing. Milo would just chime in. We are friends. Melon. Nap. Just spouting friends in every language he knows.
Yeah, sure. Just like friends. Yeah.
Which does actually happen to be friends Melon, Nak, and Ven in common Elvish, Dwarvish, and Giant.
Absolutely, it does.
Aw, that's so cute.
You speak the same languages I do.
Well, I mean, Goliath and halflings are very close to one another. I've already explained that, I think, though.
Yeah.
So Jericho, so you can understand her, and she you can see her. She like glances over your shoulder, like kind of that, like she's like looking around you, like but like obviously like leaning to one and looking around you, and she goes, "He wishes me harm." And then Morella. I think that's probably about it for your turn, Jericho. So Morella, you heard all this wind, and you heard this you heard Jericho talk, and then you heard him talk in like a really weird language, and then you heard a response.
Wait, no, doesn't he?
No, yeah, my language doesn't change. I just understand what she says.
Yeah, you're right. You don't actually speak it. Yeah, so you hear him having basically a one-sided conversation with some weird talking language. But again, that's not uncommon for this particular fucking tower. So.
Yep. Yeah, so like she like maybe like starts walking over and then like sees like the gust of wind and things like that, and then she sees this mysterious woman. And like maybe like she tenses up like the moment like she kind of like steps into scene and she like makes eye contact with her and like tenses up. She probably goes like for her sword handle immediately, and then she sees like Jericho having this conversation and she's like, "Milo, what's going on?"
We've found the Shadow Lady once more.
Yes, I can see that.
I think that's probably perfect to like switch over to Ari's turn. I don't think there's a better.
No, I think that's
transition to
good.
that.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. So would I have heard Milo say that? Probably. I'm not that far away.
I think they
right?
were like kind of like whispering to each other.
Oh, okay.
But you definitely heard Jericho.
Okay. Also seeing Morella's reaction, probably.
Yeah, she tense.
Probably saw her
It's probably
tense up and
visibly
like.
tense.
Yeah.
The grip on the spear probably white knuckled a little bit.
Right. Exactly. So I'm gonna go the opposite direction as far as I can to go around.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know how far that is. Let's see. To here. I'm just gonna start making my way around.
Sure.
Sneaking.
Absolutely. So you're gonna hide. You can hide for your action if you want by rolling a stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it. Roll a stealth check.
Roll high. Nice.
Cool. Nice. Awesome. So Jericho, she looks and she recognizes what's in your hand, and you can tell like a face of recognition kind of passes over her face, and she looks around you and looks at Marcus, and she says, "Will you attack me, little cleric of Sigmar?"
Do I understand this?
No.
She
No.
wants to know if you're going to attack her. I'm just going to say, as a doctor, I don't think you should.
Yeah.
I think you'll get a case of the
And
dead.
you're translating out like the little cleric of Sigmar, right? Are you paraphrasing, or are you giving it word for word?
I think I'm paraphrasing at the moment.
Okay, because understand, she can understand what you're telling him,
True enough.
right? So if you're like
I will say
intentionally
that.
yeah, if you're like intentionally not repeating her words verbatim, that may cause an effect, right?
Fair. Jericho will say this. Will say what I said to Marcus, but watch her to see.
I think she gets a bemused smirk on her face when she realizes you're like leaving out the kind of veiled insult. Yeah. So how do you react, Marcus?
After Jericho translates for me, I say, "No, I do not wish you harm for the immediate future."
Yeah, she again, the smirk stays on her face, and she goes, "But Sigmar would, wouldn't he? The warrior god against chaos." And, like, the emphasis she puts on the word god, Jericho, is like, yeah, he's not really a god. He's just a human that got
Loosely.
really strong. Yeah.
He's level 30.
And this is all being translated, right?
Whatever Jericho decides to tell you is what you hear.
Okay.
But I'm leaving it up to Jericho to decide
Yes.
exactly what he's going to tell you.
So I would relay to Marcus. She seems to think that Sigmar would want her harmed, which, I mean, seems like a small thing for a god to focus on that much. But so Marcus, do you know what she is?
I do not.
No, you would have no idea.
Right.
She's far beyond the scope of anything any of you have seen. But so is most of the things in this tower, right?
Yeah.
She is going to ready an action, and she looks wary, but at least, like, communicative, Jericho.
Yeah.
But she looks... Defensive isn't the right word. Like, wary. Like, coiled serpent-y.
Cautious.
Not really cautious. She's not afraid to rough and tumble if she's got to.
Alert.
Yeah, sure, alert. Ready to pounce. And I think that progresses to Raka's turn.
Alright, I get up, and then I approach her.
Okay, so move 1 square for me.
And then I want to make this clear. I don't have my maul out, and I have my hands up.
Sure, did you leave it on the ground then?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Raka, what are you doing?
Yeah, Raka, go ahead and stop right there, because I think she holds out a hand to you, and the wind picks up, like, a little bit. It's died down mostly, and the wind picks up a little bit, and she holds out, just a hand, like, just kind of, like, politely, like, hands up, like, stop, like, all 5 of her fingers up, and she goes...
Hold the fuck up.
Yeah, she says... And she looks at Jericho when she does this, and she says, "Tell the large one, I do not wish to be approached."
I think she likes her personal space, Raka. Don't get too close.
Got it. And I give a thumbs up, then I wave her. I go, "Hi, I'm Rocker Cower Starsala. What's your name?"
She looks, and she's, like, kind of curious, and she goes...
I'm smiling. A big, doopy smile.
"It is interesting to meet you, Raka, Coward Starstala. Is a name perhaps not worthy of the books. I am Chantil Nighthawk."
Does, I look at Jericho?
Yeah, I repeat her name. She says her name is Chantil Nighthawk, and, pleasantries.
Nice to meet you, Chantil.
Chantil, yes.
Nice to meet you, Chantil. How you doing today?
She kind of shakes her head, and she's like, "Is he always like this?"
Yes, he is.
I'm having a pretty good day.
That must get very draining.
Like, I just drank, like, a weird concoction. I thought it was gonna kill me, but it didn't.
Yes.
Did I get
Potion
down
of
here?
Doors. Again,
Potion of Doors, good name for it.
Yeah, we can assume that this is all being translated by Jericho, so you can just have a conversation.
Yeah, and then
Potion of
Jericho
Doors.
said there was something in that barrel, so I busted it open.
Yes, I was in that barrel.
Oh, my bad. Did I disturb you?
She kind of like she does the, like, she puts, like, a finger, like, on her eyebrow and just, like, pushes in a little bit and, like, rubs slightly, and she says, "Yes, I was resting. In fact, waiting for the most of you to become weakened. No one has ever made it down here before."
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Sorry, what do you mean by weakened? What were you waiting for exactly?
Oh, I was waiting for those of you that consume, well, victuals, to eventually succumb to your natural lives.
I think she's referring to the fate of the
Oh!
past century.
Yes, so why... sorry, what is your purpose in this tower?
I am a guardian.
What do you protect?
The tower itself.
That's bitchin'.
We certainly mean no harm to the tower.
Your friend with the maul would beg to differ. It's a good thing my
He-
master put the doors up.
Gets overexcited.
Well, I wanted to go downstairs.
Again, she just like
Wait.
shakes her head.
What was I supposed to do?
Roger, you'd be amazed how many
Asking
things
that.
in life... You'd be amazed how many things in life you're not actually supposed to solve by hitting them with a giant hammer.
Really?
Nice.
Man, I'm learning something new every single day.
So yeah, I think that as it looks here, we can probably not be in initiative order anymore, right? You guys
Oh,
don't
thank
appear to
God.
be attacking. If we're gonna go back in, I'll just bring it back up and we'll start at the top of the order. So yeah, you guys can free move at this time, with the exception of she's not wanting anybody to approach her, obviously.
I kind of
Yeah.
wave to her and go, "Do you mind if I pick up my maul?"
She says, I think she's now. This is interesting, Jericho, because she, I think that she is picking up on your language quite easily, and so just in the brief amount of conversation, I think like she motions to you, and says yes, but in common.
Cool. Thank you. I pick up my maul and I kind of put it back on where it's supposed to go.
She goes, I think the next thing she says is, she's like, "You are not like the others. They could not communicate with me. At least no one has been able to, for... I've lost count. Maybe 13 watches?
How long is a watch?
It's roughly 100 of your years. My brother will be here soon.
I look to Milo. Your brother?
It is almost the end of my watch.
Wait, it has a brother?
I look to Milo. How long do you think this tower has been abandoned?
What rumors have I read?
Well, I mean, you know the story of, like, Melchior, right? Like, Melchior was a
Yeah.
famous archmage. Melchior was said to live about 3,000 years ago. Right, like 1,000 years before the birth of Sigmar? Or the crowning of Sigmar? In the time of Nagash. And all that funsies.
This explains her distaste for Sigmar and such.
Yeah, right, exactly.
She's older than him.
Very much so, yes. She says, yes, the end of my watch is soon.
Like how many
99
minutes?
She gives you an arbitrary number of about, like a week.
Huh.
Oh, sweet! I can't wait to meet your brother.
Or maybe not. How do we...
Yeah.
I think that she says he takes his job very seriously.
I hope so. It's always good to take your job seriously.
We're concerned that we are having trouble leaving this tower. Is there a way out?
No one is allowed to leave.
Cool.
Then how did your master leave?
She kind of looks confused and she says, she did not leave.
Wait, she?
And who is your master?
Well, I don't know what she called herself to the normal folk. I just know her as my master.
Doing a quick head count. Are we all in here? We're all here?
Everybody's
We're all
here. Ari,
Excellent.
actually, you probably don't see Ari, but you see, like, stalking, like, predatory
I'm
stalking
hiding.
going on. Yeah, for sure.
Those are cool wings.
So
she says,
what-
"Oh yes," and she rustles the wings, and they just dissipate from her body because they're just shadows, and they just float into the rest of the shadows. And now she has no wings.
Cool. Can you give me wings?
She shakes her head no. She says, "No, it would probably kill you."
Oh man. Most fun things do.
Yeah. So again,
let's only
the
risk
more-
yourself a few times per day.
The more and more the conversation goes on, she's actually communicating more and more in common. She's picking up the languages like at such an expedient rate. Because
Why are we not
ostensibly-
allowed to leave?
So ostensibly she knows the written language of common because there are books here that exist with common in them. But
Yeah.
it's quite possible she's never heard it spoken before. So essentially she's
Yeah.
associating sounds with different words and what they mean and being able to formulate her own words.
If you don't
Nice.
mind me asking, what is your mother tongue? It's quite intriguing.
It is a tongue long past. I don't think anyone uses it anymore. I don't know why I still use it.
Can't imagine you have many people to talk to.
I do not.
So, if no one is allowed to leave this tower, what purpose are you serving here? Waiting, guarding.
Until the return of my master.
Oh. What's this stone thing?
Right, this stone, it's...
And for the first time, I think she looks confused, and she kind of arcs an eyebrow, and she says, "It is familiar to me. I do not know its origin, however."
Yeah, there's some chick trapped inside of it.
Is it possible there's...
She's like, chick?
Lady pants.
There's a woman, or her spirit, inside this stone, we believe.
It is possible to pull an essence from someone.
Could you pull this essence out?
Oh no, it is much easier to pull it out of a mortal vessel. Typically, an item such as that requires its additional parts.
Like what?
Such as the body?
She nods.
Hmm.
She's like, "I would show you, but it would mean one of you would perish much sooner than he." And she kind of does a quick count, and she's like, "A few weeks you have left."
Why would we perish?
Well, from lack of sustenance, of course.
Oh, we're good on that.
That
We
is
can
how the
survive
others
forever.
perished.
No, I mean, why would one of us perish faster?
Well, because it would kill you to pull your essence from your body.
Right, okay, yes, thank you for not doing that.
What if you do that, then
Although
put it
you
right
will
back
probably
in?
significantly live much shorter if you are. She kind of says "if," and then she looks up and she's like, "When my brother arrives, I am eager to
Why
sleep.
are we not allowed to leave?
My master has forbidden it."
Coolio. Hey, what's on the top floor?
She kind of she looks and she says, "Those are my master's quarters."
Cool. I want to go check them out.
So,
Is that cool?
She kind
Jericho.
of she shrugs.
Alright. Milo, can I have another swig?
hang on, Raka, just a second. I think we might need to talk about things for a moment.
Alright, well, sure. I'm running out of small talk here, though.
Yeah, that's okay. You can leave it to somebody else.
Got it. So, how's the weather today?
God damn it. Okay, while Raka is thankfully still hopefully distracting her, Jericho nudges Milo and says, all right, odds out of 10, what do you think the chances are that her master is the one inside this rock?
It's not outside the realm of possibility. How we deal with that is another matter entirely.
Right. I mean, here's the way I see it. We're trapped inside this tower, and this death angel shadow lady plans to kill us if we try to leave or if we starve. And if we stick around for a week, her brother is going to show up and kill us right off the bat by the sound of it, because apparently he's a colossal hard ass. So, the question, I guess, is, do we think we could actually make things worse by letting the lady out of the rock? I feel like we're already kind of at our worst-case scenario here.
Well, do you really want me to answer that question? Just think for a bit.
All right, you're probably creative enough to think about ways this could get worse. I will give you that. Maybe we should discuss this as a group, but...
As for other options we have, apart from possibly releasing this spirit, I think they are few and far between.
I mean, we could try to fight Shadow Lady, but I feel like that's going to go badly, because apparently she's been doing this job for about 3,000 years. I mean, with summer breaks, but...
She is old, isn't she?
And experienced.
Where like kind of like maybe like raises an eyebrow and then kind of like turns to the lady. She pulls out her spear and holds it out, and she's like, "What do you know of this?"
You're not like pointing it out.
Wow, this is the time. Oh, wow.
I think that she looks at it and she goes, "It is called a spear, yes?"
Yeah, and that's what making those. So have you seen any books on them?
And she goes, "I have lived my entire life inside of this tower. No, I know nothing of that item. It has power. That much is clear. Not
yes,
great
it has.
power, of course, but..."
So, to my previous question before about books on blacksmithing, that's what a weapon looks like. Are there any books about such weapons that you've seen?
My master did not deal in weapons.
Marcus?
What about just rare metals?
Occasionally.
Oh,
For his alchemical projects.
Oh, do you think you could show me?
No.
Oh. Okay, and I kind of kicked the floor like all disappointed.
Sure.
Aw, shucks.
Sure. So I think she like looks around. She says, this is boring. And
Yeah,
I must
is.
use my brother's bed for the next week."
Terribly sorry about that.
Yeah, I can fix it.
Let us know if we can do anything to repair the damage.
She kind of looks at it and she's like, "It won't matter. Once we move again, it will be repaired."
Huh. Neat.
Alright. See you
Please tell
later,
me she's
lady.
leaving. Please tell me she's leaving. Please tell me she's leaving.
Ari would step forward and whisper to Jericho, which would probably scare him because he probably didn't know that she was there, but that's fine. And say, "I think the lady needs a vessel. Ask her if she needs a vessel. Would that help get her out of the stone?" Because Ari won't talk to her. She's too afraid.
Right, fair enough. Excuse me, Chantil, before you go,
Yeah, she was
Your
like
lady.
she's like turning away, and the wind has died down now, and her smoke is like condensing around her. It's almost like floating her through the air at this point.
is your lady in need of something? A vessel? Or does she have one?
She says, "Well, I have not seen my master in some time."
That's sad.
If she's in the stone, does she need a vessel to get her out?
Typically, that is the way it works with such spirits, yes. That stone, I do not know its origin, as I said, but it is familiar to me somehow. I feel drawn to it. If I were not at the end of my watch, perhaps I would take it. But
What if I said you have a vessel?
You doing what now?
Are you asking her if she has a vessel?
No, for the stone.
Oh. So I think that she looks and she says, "Perhaps if it is my master's, there is something upstairs? I know not."
Well, thank you for your time, Chantil. If you don't mind, we shall like to explore the rest of this tower.
make sure not to hammer anything else.
Got it. I'll be on my best behavior, and I give her a thumbs up.
I think that like she goes to she starts being consumed by like the shadows around her, and they like start to crawl up from her feet and get slowly up closer to her head. So she's kind of like a disembodied floating head. And she says, "Oh, I will be leaving as soon as my brother arrives. Say hello to him for me."
Will do.
And then I think that hold on, let me look at it. I think she says his name is Nihilus Sunseeker. And as she like dissipates into nothingness. And,
Malo, give me another shot. Give me another shot.
Anyone recognize either of those names? Shantil, Nihilus, Nighthawk, Sunseeker? Anybody? Do I?
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I mean, it's possible, Milo, or actually, Jericho, because of stories and stuff like that. Morella would probably get a shot at it too. So, and Marcus. I think everybody but Raka and would get a history check, but it's gonna be real hard.
Alright.
No harm rolling.
I have disadvantage. Nice.
It's not looking good.
Jericho, you know?
I'm trying.
If only those were reversed, Milo.
I know.
See? That proves it right there.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's double
There we
digits.
go.
14's not high enough.
Ugh.
Yeah, you guys don't recognize that name.
These are very old creatures hidden away in a single tower.
Wait, hold on. We haven't asked the MVP yet. Hedwig?
Hedwig can roll a history check. Hedwig is essentially a fey spirit that may have been alive for, millennia. Who knows?
Right. Nihilus shows up to murder us, and Hedwig is just like, "Bro!"
It's been like 2,000 years.
Oh my god.
So I think Hedwig gets a scrap of it.
Oh my god.
I think that Hedwig probably mentions to you and she feels you racking your brain, Milo. And I think she says, "You wouldn't have read it."
Do you know something, Hedwig?
She goes, they're family names. At least last time I checked.
Huh.
Wait, why is Hedwig proficient in history?
Because she's
Same.
old.
Shh, don't question it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and she goes,
Sure.
at least that's what it seems like.
Sounds like it.
I would
All
like
right.
to fly outside now, Milo, if we could go.
Anytime soon.
Wouldn't we all?
We're working on that, my dear.
Milo, give me another shot.
So,
Are we headed upstairs?
Yeah, I
Because
think
I'm
this
totally in
will-
favor of that.
all right.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be heading
So-
upstairs.
I think
And-
that's. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause the stream real quick, guys. Hold on 1 moment.